Hi everyone, apa kabar? Dear members of media, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for attending this press conference. Having the opportunity to attend number of league matches over the course of the weeks, I am happy to say that we have identified a pool of players to form what is potentially the core of the Malaysia national team. For the past 1 week, the panel of coaches have sit down together and provide ratings for the players based on their performance. We spoke to coaches from various teams. We also evaluate additional information based on past statistics and minutes of play in international match from 2019 and 2021. Based on the league matches, we identified a pool of almost 70 players before narrowing it down to the players we believe who are suited to our playing philosophy and tactical plans. But based on our observation and monitoring, either directly or indirectly, we need to assess the players' ability in terms of tactical, technical, and professional behavior. The team will report for duty on March 14, 2022 at PJ Hilton and are scheduled to training at the National Stadium in Bukit Jalil. Our short-term objective of this call-up is to prepare for the Asian Cup 2023 qualified in June, but above all, our long-term vision is to build a Malaysian national team game model, the Malaysian way of playing, and to rediscover the team confidence in our bid to create a strong team spirit and winning mentality, to build a healthy, player-centered, high-performance culture whereby we provide the best service so that the players are made to feel proud to be part of this group. This is done through providing quality tactical based on and sports science based training session, as well as cultivating good neutralized habit. I hope the fans, the media, and the public in general allow the space and time to write new chapter for Harimau Malaysia. We shall depart to Singapore on March 22nd to play the Philippines on March 23rd and Singapore on March 26th. Thank you to the FAM leadership and members of the Secretariat who have been working hard to help us prepare for this series of friendly Type 1 matches. Terima kasih. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Coach Kim Panggun. We open the floor to the members of the media for your questions. As always, please introduce yourself, your name and your organization. You already have the list of the players. We can have the first question from the members of the media, please. Soalan pertama.
Good afternoon, Coach. Sorry to ask you the tough question first. There are several players here who have not gotten much minutes this season and also the previous season. So what's the rationale behind selecting some of these players? Some in JDT and then some in few other clubs as well.
As I was mentioned, actually we are new group to come here without much information, but we try to scan ourselves from last 2019 to 2021 international matches for the national team and last 2 weeks of league, and also communicates with the club's base. Also maybe some part, in my memory when I play with Malaysia 4 times here, certain player was a strong image to me. So that based on we selected. Actually, I was mentioned that it cannot be perfect 100%, but we want to see the player face to face. We want to judge during the training camp to see their tactical understanding of the game, technical, professional behavior, such like things. We want to see that. Then we may talk about this is true or fake. And after this camp until June, we may have a lot of chance to watch the Super League here. So we may get more clear information. Maybe time to time, we may get more clear selection go through. So medias and fans and all the social, please just support us to wait a bit, patient a bit. Then we will try our best to select best player for the Malaysia.
The next, any other questions?
Coach Avnish here again. You have been going to several matches in the past 2 weeks, 3 games and all that. Based on your assessment, based on how you've seen the teams played and so on, what's your take on the players that you've seen so far? You mentioned that you had 70 players in your pool and then you narrowed it down to this number of players. So are you optimistic that in the future when we go towards the Asian Cup, will we have a better pool of players based on what you've seen so far? I know it's still early days, but will you see a better pool of players?
Actually, difficult to explain all the things because this is high performance tactical methods and also judge players based on technical. Like we are for each position we have our own requirement, such like in technical part and in physical part, in understanding game part. So we make it our strategy for the selection. We call maybe scouting strategy. So we try our best to sit together to rating the players' numbers. But I was mentioned that these numbers cannot be fit with a realistic. So that could be very tough. But I think get a feeling is different story. So try to find out a suitable fit for the tactical and also fit for our game philosophy. So we try our best to discuss, open discuss last few weeks, and of course, like we want to see that they are, like a fitness level, and also understanding, like a game. Those things we already seen, but I even still I cannot say this is really 100% because their own club tactical and also national team tactical should be different. So try to call them to see face to face. We run the session, and also we will judge by those performance in the camp and next two games.
Thank you.
Hi, Farah from Newspaper Time. Can you hear me?
Yes, Farah, go ahead.
Okay. Coach, I just wanted to know that since you've been going around to the matches and such, what were some of the biggest obstacles that you faced in evaluating these players? And also, personally, how do you feel the talent pool is here in Malaysia? Thank you.
What is the obstacle? And
So obstacle and the evaluating of the talent pool. Do you think they have enough talent in matches? Those matches actually.
Yeah, of course, not enough to time to judge those things. Those things, we watch it, 2 rounds of the game, difficult to judge. But I think we have some time we can, judge exactly. But there is some obstacle because, just the beginning of the season, they don't have, a full fit of game fitness. Lack of, game fitness, physical fitness and game fitness is totally different. Even also some players I couldn't see in the game as well. Maybe beginning of the season, maybe not fit enough, or any region, maybe I couldn't see them. And also, such a big club, maybe they are so competitive, so many good players among themselves. Someone maybe sit on the bench. I couldn't see that is most difficulty for us. And the other thing, still I can see really attractive player, in terms of like a brave, never scare, try to do their best, in terms of like yeah, speed, technical. It could be reach international level. So some part I was quite exciting, and also like yeah, come up a little bit emotion. I want to work with them, I want to teach with them. I want to fighting for the I want to fighting with the name of Malaysia. It could be emotional last few weeks, but yeah, as I told you, just I want to see, I want to smell, I want to touch, I want to get real, sentimental with the players.
Thank you. The next question, please. Yes, Adam.
Maybe you have your own reason to choose Sadiq Rahim because he's considered one of the senior players. Maybe why do you choose him?
Actually, to me, I have a principle that I'm difficult to answer your individual player question, typical. But just when I select, there is a tactical, technical reason to select. So like this, player, specifically, if I start to mention, every media will be asked, every single player. So it cannot be. So sorry about that. But when I select a player, there must be some reason, tactical and a technical reason. Okay.
My next question is your expectation for the upcoming two friendly matches against Singapore and Philippines because last campaign the AFF the national team was not so doing so well. So maybe your expectation
So I was mentioned that, I think we prepare for the, Asian Cup. So we should build our own, like a game model, shootable game model. So we are focusing, on us. You know, Also we try to match ourselves, players are fit or not to our game planning. So all the experiment will be there during the training session. So also, like composition of player to player. So harmony of position. So those things, we are focusing on. Of course, we want to play and we want to win. Try to create a winning habit. I think confidence back. A lot of things we should do that. But more important thing is, a little bit long-term base. We try to provide, professional environment, give them some proud, so they feel that, we treat them, professional, we care about them. So those we try to, give them some attractiveness, so that, we need to build our team spirit, like a culture of a national team for the little bit long term, and also, way of Malaysian playing. So those things are very, very important. So we will try to, both, game performance, game result, and also, our own planning to achieve, and also, build our, cultural, national team culture like that. Thank you.
Hi, Coach Anish here again. You did mention that you want to experiment few tactics and so on during the friendlies and all that. But also, there are three names that have been talked about since last year. I remember Zafri Raya and S. Kumaran. They are not in the list. Maybe you know why they are not being selected, and lots of people have been saying that they deserve to be part of the national squad and so on.
Yes, I think please, just, understand also, please, just patient a bit, because I cannot select, like 50 or 60 what you want. So we try our best to find out, a suitable, based on, all the tactical, technical region to select. So, this is not the all-star selection. This is, our national team for the, make sure, aim to target, tactically, game planning, according to game planning. So I think should there be, should there be some doubt? There is. Maybe because I also cannot say I'm 100% I'm right, because I'm new. So just I try to watch, maximize, last 3 years, national team game. Also, individually we go through by some website, or we can go through individual by individual. So time to time I get a more confidence, but still I may say maybe I cannot be 100%. Maybe sometimes I may be regret. But this moment what we can do is like that. Okay, so try our best, to monitor more. As you was mentioned, player, maybe we will monitor more, right? We will open our ears, communication with coaches. Their coaches, they recommend their own player as well. So we are put on the list in almost 70 player. So every week we will monitor the player. Okay, then we will judge ourselves to be fair to select, because I select the player to win. I don't select go lost. So just patient, and just waiting for a little bit longer time, so we may know more about our player.
Thank you. Any other questions? Yes, Farah.
Recently you just visited the home of Harimau Malaya, if I'm not mistaken, Stadium National Bukit Jalil. I just wanted to get your thoughts on it.
So yes, you just visited Bukit Jalil, the national stadium. How do you think about the stadium? Very impressive. What do you feel?
Yeah, I have been there several times. When I played with Malaysia, again, it was huge, big stadium. Then that time I was opponent team. Now I'm the like host team head coach. It was really proud and excited. So we waiting for next game. Really hunger. It was great to see that the stadium was very clean. They ready for us to hosting. So much appreciate their staffs to prepare for us our game in a training session there. So it was good, and also like yeah, we waiting for Ultra Malaya be there, and everybody cheers. We everybody united fight for the name of Malaysia. I waiting for that days. Yeah.
Yeah, that's all I like. Any other questions? Another time for one or two? No? Okay.
Hi, Coach. I'm Vignesh from Panama. Coach, during the last campaign on the the friendly matches, we have seen Di Paula, our naturalized player, being attacked or frustrated from frustrated fans. So this time you can see it's absent. So your decision was influenced by the fans' emotion, or you have your own reasons to not select it.
Again, I was mentioned that my principle I don't mention individual player selection region talking about. So just like a tactical technical this region we select the player, and also this moment this statement suitable player we all select. Someone was injured, someone was problem, so I cannot explain everything for you. But this 30 player will be suitable for us this camp, this moment, maybe for the future. We don't know. Yeah. So sorry about that. Yeah.
Thank you. Okay. So we have come to the end of the press conference. We thank the members of the media for your continuous support to the national team, and we will keep you posted on the national team arrangements from time to time via our media department. Thank you, Coach Kim Panggun, Paul,
Thank
and
you very
everyone.
much.
Thank you.